There are two constants in life: change and death. In the case of this bus, it has met its death. But that is because the transport industry has changed, very similar to the automotive industry as a whole, particularly the brand Jaguar, which has promised to make fully electric vehicles by 2025, which means cars like this, the F-Pace SVR with a 5-litre supercharged engine, is one day going to end up like this. Quite sad, really. But that means today, it's actually a celebration of a dying breed. And what a beautiful breed it is. I mean, just look at it. It screams performance without you even starting the vehicle. From a large grille to the updated front end of the F-Pace, 22-inch wheels, black bits, silver bits, and this army-style green paint, this car looks like it means serious business. And trust me, it does. In the case of some performance SUVs, there are still certain creature comforts that make you realize that you are in an SUV. In this car, however, I could be in an F-Type. Look at these seats. It's like full-on bucket racing seats. You've got Alcantara over here, you've got Alcantara over there, and overall, sitting inside here, it feels more like a sports car than an SUV. And that makes sense because really, what you're all interested in this vehicle is this. It literally sounds like a big cat growling, which is funny because we're in a Jaguar. It's got 405 kilowatts, it's got 700 newton meters of torque, 8-speed automatic gearbox, and as a result, you've got yourself a family SUV that can go from 0 to 100 kilometers in 4 seconds. This car, from a performance perspective, is very impressive. You can feel what's going on. When you turn corners, you get a good sense of communication from the chassis, and you kind of forget that you're in an SUV. After a few hours of driving this car and enjoying the exhaust note, you start realizing that it tends to be a bit of a one-trick pony. And it feels like sacrilege for me saying that because I should love a 5-litre supercharged SUV like this, and I do. But I tend to think to myself, when you're driving this thing day to day and you're in comfort mode, it's still quite loud. It's still very performance heavy. And that is where performance SUVs sometimes get it wrong, is that they're so focused on thrilling you in moments like this when you've got a nice open road. But when it comes to the day-to-day stuff, you start feeling just how compromised a car like this can be. Because even now, I've put the car back in comfort and I can still feel the bumps on the road. I can still feel the fact that I'm on 22-inch wheels with low-profile tires. And quite frankly, I don't know if I'd want to drive a car like this 1,000 kilometers to the Eastern Cape or to the Western Cape. Another major factor you need to consider when it comes to a car that sounds like this, accelerates like this, is the fact that your fuel economy is going to suffer. I'm currently sitting at 16 liters per 100 kilometers, and the worst I've gotten so far was around 17.8. So yes, these cars do thrill, but they will cost you. And in the case of this car, the sticker price for it is 1.9 million rand. And I can't believe I'm saying this. It's actually not that bad considering the performance you get, and you look at the competition that's out there. The competition of this car is well above 2 million rand. So I was actually quite shocked to see that this car will set you back just under 2 million rand. Of course, that's with no options. With electrification literally looming around the corner for brands such as this, it's great that they still managed to put such a stonkingly beautiful motor in a car like this. And overall, from a performance perspective, this car really ticks all those boxes. You've essentially got an F-Type on stilts.